Three of the issues that were the demands of the miners were actually state law, and they wanted just the company to obey the law, and those were three of the demands that the company refused to do. And then, of course, one of the major issue at that time was to recognize the union as the collective bargaining agent. Miners, as all workers at that time, you did not have a legal right to belong to a union.
Because of her grief over the death of her children, my grandmother broke down during the tour and wanted to return to Colorado to be with her husband. And before leaving the tour, she spoke with the Washington reporter and stated, "Perhaps it seems strange to you that I want to go home, but I do. My man is there and my children are buried there. I've been so happy there. Why, there wasn't a happier woman anywhere than I was. You see, I'm Italian, although I was born in this country, and our people are gay of heart. I used to sing around my work and playing with my babies. Well, I don't sing anymore, and my husband doesn't laugh as he used to. I'm 24 years old, and I suppose I'll live a long time. But I don't see how I can ever be happy again."
People actually think they have more rights than they do. People think that in a workplace they have constitutional rights, such as free speech. People think that in a workplace they have the right to due process and fundamental fairness. And they think that if they are loyal workers and they do a good job and work for a long time, that they have a right to be rewarded and treated fairly. And that's just not so unless you're in a union.
Yeah, it really strikes me that without struggle, the things that many of us take for granted are in danger of disappearing. I mean, the middle class, the existence of a strong middle class in this country is something that we tend to think of as just part of our country, but it's the reason it exists is because of the struggle of the people like the miners at Ludlow, and if we don't continue that fight, we lose the things that have been gained.
We need to ask ourselves whether the system we've built here, whether our acquiescence to corporations and banks is making life good for everybody. Quality of life, basic dignity and quality of life. That has to do with healthcare, education, all of it. Understand how much corporations govern our decisions in those realms. Why is it that we bankrupt our youth trying to pay for education, and we bankrupt our elderly trying to pay for health care? What kind of a society does that?